And Footscray.
Well, Sandy, the first half had nothing exciting really to talk about. There was only 7 behind scored by either side, so I know Mick Malthouse and Kevin Sheedy seemed to think it was a good, hard, tough struggle. I thought it was an absolute bore the first half. Fancy 2 forward lines in an hour of football not being able to score a goal. I found that unbelievable. I thought the wet weather skills were very, very ordinary indeed. There were some pretty good goers on both sides all the same, and it was just that the forward lines let them down. I referred to, as far as Footscray is concerned, there's Elshaw, who's been a pretty fair player since coming across there's to Neagle. Now, Neagle, that was a tremendous duel out there because Neagle picked up Hawkins. I thought Hawkins won on the day, but Neagle didn't give up trying. Ezard, I think he's a better suited to a dry ground. Steve Wallace had his colours lowered in the centre of the ground yesterday to Baker. McPherson on your screen there took the place in the side of Simon Beasley. Now, it absolutely amazes me to think that a player playing league football has kicked 100 goals in Western Australia and he has to wait till Saturday morning to find out if he's going to be playing, and then he doesn't play in the seconds to get wet weather experience because obviously they think he can't play in the wet. It's absolutely amazing, and I would regard that as an absolute insult, and I wouldn't be hanging around Footscray too long if I was dropped out every second week.
Wouldn't you think Malthouse would know better than you?
Well, look, all right, Sam, if you were playing every second week, would you stay with the club or would you? Well, when he was playing,
take your dummy.
That's cruel, Sam. Peter, I think Mickey Malthouse explained that to you pretty well on the panel.
I don't think he did.
He said it's a team game. He said, and when the individual takes over, unless you, as a full forward, played all your football as an individual, did you?
Beg your pardon?
Well, listen to what I said.
Did I play as an individual?
Well, I don't know.
I played for the team.
Well, OK, that's what Mick Malthouse said that Beasley and everyone surrounded with Footscray should be.
All right, Lou. Well, you've made the statement. Beasley didn't play. He can't play in the wet. They tried Sewell, they tried Bennett, they tried Edmund, and they tried Kennedy at full forward during the game. Wouldn't you say there's a bit of a weakness there?
No, that's not saying that Beasley's going to be any better than those four.
I'm saying he hasn't been tried in the wet.
You've got to go and allow the coach for having a bit of judgment. He says he can't play there, so forth. You've got to go along with it.
How many wet games have we had in the last 2 years, Lou?
We've got about 4 this year.
Have we seen Beasley in the wet? No, they don't play him.
Well, you're saying that Mickey Malthouse doesn't know the strengths and weaknesses of Beasley.
I'm saying that Simon Beasley has not been given a fair chance to prove himself in the wet. And secondly, if he can't handle the wet, why isn't he in the seconds learning to play in the wet conditions anyway?
So you're advising him to leave?
Can I get back to the second half?
You've got the perspiration on. Very wet under the lip.
The one vote I gave to Dougie Hawkins on the wing, a tremendous duel. Now there's one bloke who has got tremendous skills under wet conditions. A great effort by Hawkins against Neagle. Neagle wasn't disgraced. 2 votes to definitely the most improved player in league football, Peter Bradbury, playing on the half-back flank. Now, Bob Davis, I must mention this. Bob Davis once again said that this guy cannot play football. 3 votes to you said at the start of the year he cannot play.
Said he was a dud, Bob.
Yeah, all right, and we'll just see. When the press has been on him 3 times, he's been taken off the ground.
Well, 3 votes to Leon Baker.